Hello guys, welcome back to another session on RPA Automation Anywhere A360. So we are going to learn Automation Anywhere A360 new features, advanced concepts and interview questions as well. Please subscribe and don't forget to click on bell icon. Then that's why you will be notified whenever I upload a new video or series on Automation Anywhere A360. So we are going to learn each and every Automation Anywhere A360 concept with the help of an example. So in the today's session, we are going to learn triggers concepts. In the previous session, we have already covered file triggers. So in this session, we are going to cover folder triggers with help of an example. So first of all, we'll see what is triggers. So trigger is nothing but an event. So it enables a task to run automatically, in response to an event that occurs in our local computer system. So like triggers something like when the window is open or window is closed, file is updated, folder is updated, file is deleted, renamed, folder is deleted, renamed, or the process is running or executing, or the specific hotkey. If you can pass specific hotkey like control S, control V, control shift L, something like that. So based on those triggers, we can run specific task or command. So let's get started. Now we are in Automation Anywhere A360 control room homepage. So here you can create a bot in three different ways. One is by clicking create a bot option, or else you can navigate to automation menu item, and there here you can just click on create new plus icon symbol to create a new bot, and you have to click on bot, or else what you can do, you can choose your corresponding folder structure of under bot, and there you have to click on create a bot. So once you click on create a bot, here you need to provide the details such as name, description and folder location where do you want to save the specific task. So let's say I'll create folder triggers. Okay, so this a description is optional, and the folder structure, if you want to change the folder location where do you want to store, you can change by clicking on choose, or else you can keep the same folder structure. So let me choose Automation Anywhere A360 and let me click on choose. Triggers. Let me click on create and edit. So once you click on create and edit, it will navigate to the development editor of Automation Anywhere A360. So in the left hand side, you can see different menu items like home, discovery, process, opportunities, automation, and insight, activity, history, in progress. All these options you can see, and also you can also see actions. So we have different actions and packages available in Automation Anywhere A360. We can just drag and drop and the properties. We can also create variables, and also we can use the triggers as well. So here you can see different types of triggers available like email trigger, hotkey trigger, interface trigger, process trigger, service trigger, Windows trigger and folder trigger. So in this today we are going to focus on folder trigger. So let me drag and drop the folder trigger under the triggers activity, and right hand side you can see different properties for the folder trigger. First of all, we need to provide the folder for trigger event. Let me browse and let me select the folder from my local VDI. So let me go to documents, Python, and let me select the trigger folder now. So under trigger folder, I have a folder and a file. So let me rename it to folder one. Okay. So here we can perform trigger events for folder. So let's see what are options available. So here, if you click on the drop down, start the bot when. That means whenever if you perform the particular action under this drop down, bot is going to perform the specific task. So what I'll do, I'll choose a folder renamed. So here we have another option, monitor all the folders under the folder path. That means whatever the folders or files available in the specific folder. So if you select the monitor all the folder under the folder path, then it will monitor all the folders and file, and it will check the condition. What are all the conditions you have selected over here, whether the file is created, changed, renamed, folder is deleted, folder is created or renamed. So let me choose the folder renamed, and you can assign the output to a specific variable. So but this is optional, but if you want to get the output of the trigger event, you can just create a variable by clicking on create variable. This is a record type, and here you can provide the output name, something like that, v output, and you can choose the default values of index, name of the trigger, and everything. And you can also select the date and time zone, and you can also choose the file or folder from the control room or a desktop file. So as of now, this is not required for us to perform the folder actions. So what I will do, I'll perform a small event. So let me drag and drop message box. Message, sorry. So let me drag and drop message box. And here what I'll do, if you want to change the message box window title, yes, you can change the message box window title as well. Let me say trigger event, let's say trigger event a message. Okay, so in the message box body, I want to display folder rename, folder rename. Okay, so if you want to close the message box after specific time, you can select this checkbox and you can provide the uh, seconds. Let's suppose if you want to close the message box within 10 seconds, yes, you can provide the time as well. Okay, let me click on save. So in the trigger, in order to run this process, we need to click on run button. But if you see here we have two options: run now and run with the triggers. So whenever if you click on run with the triggers, this code will execute unless and until the condition satisfied from the trigger event. So but if you click on trigger, it will directly execute this line of code without checking any conditions under the trigger event. So let's see both the options. So first of all, I'll click on run now option to display the message box. So here, whether the folder is renamed or not, it is not going to check any trigger event or condition. It will directly execute the message box. If it is deployed to your computer, it is executing, and here you can see the message box already displayed, and it will automatically close the within 10 seconds. Okay, so it closed. Okay, so now let's see how run trigger event will work. So let me go to run, and let's click on run with triggers. So in this scenario, we need to wait for some time to enable a to enable trigger event. So here you can see deploying to your computer only. So we need to wait some time to enable the trigger events. Whenever if you click on run with triggers, so here if you see listening for triggers, that means it is closely monitoring the trigger event, whether our folder is whenever folder is read, then it is going to execute this piece of code. Otherwise it will keep on monitoring for the specific trigger event. So let me go to this folder event, and here what I will do, I'll just rename it to uh, let's say A360, and let me quickly go to A361. See, here automatically status has changed to deploy your computer, and it will now you can see the message box is appeared. This is how we can perform the triggers. So in the real-time scenarios, let's suppose if the business or SME or end user want to update specific file, specific input values, that in such kind of scenarios we can use the triggers. So in the upcoming session, what I'll do, I'll work on the real time scenarios. Whenever the end user input is required, we need to use the trigger. So I'll explain the real time concept with the help of an example. So please subscribe and don't forget to click on bell icon. That's why you'll be notified every time when I upload a new video or series or advanced concepts on A360. As well as I'm going to upload a series of videos on Python macros and artificial intelligence, machine learning, UI, and Power Automate platforms as well. So if you click on subscribe or bell icon, then you will be notified every video series. Uh, you know, and if you have any queries and concerns, please drop me a message in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you with the required details, or I'll make videos on the same concept. Thank you.